All right, welcome back everyone to another episode of All the Mods 6. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am as always. We're hopping right back into our game save here, and really not much work has been done here. We've kind of been taking just a little bit of a break from All the Mods 6, kind of just pacing ourselves out more than anything. I think in the coming weeks, coming days here, we'll probably actually look into transitioning to a new mod pack, giving a fresh start and going through things over there as well. There's been a lot of recommendations from people here on the channel saying we should check out new packs as we start, getting tired of this one. And there's still plenty that we could be doing on this save here, but it does get to that point where you start feeling like you need a fresh start. You want a fresh palette to work with. And unfortunately, well, fortunately and unfortunately, we've kind of gone down a rabbit hole of design here that it doesn't really warrant us to us like really creating something different here. We got a guy over here. What are you doing? Who are you? Mark the not very nice. I'm using our Paxel here. I've been using this a lot more recently, just because. Did we have this? Oh, the mining gadget upgraded. Ooh, look at that. Wow, this is fancy. This looks nice. I didn't realize it upgraded, but I've been using our Paxel because our other tools are extremely overpowered, and it gets a little bit frustrating when I'm trying to do very intricate work, and it just takes out a whole entire area. So that's why we've switched over to this. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to happen right away, but I'm just saying that, there's a few more things under our belt that we need to kind of wrap up. A lot being over here, so we did get into environmental core here, but this thing just gets pretty crazy. Holy smokes, we got a lot of stuff in here. I guess we could probably do this at some point soon, is upgrade to at least the next tier and try to keep moving onwards. But I'm just not the biggest fan of how they've upgraded and what direction they've gone. But that's just me personally. But anyway, we have that we could go through. Obviously, we have all of our refined storage system that we have up and going. We do have our jumbo furnace here. We went over that in the last episode. If you missed the last episode, highly recommend checking it out because we did go over how to create this underwater raising walkway platform. Surprisingly, not too many questions from you guys. So I either explained it very, very well, or a lot of you just didn't really care. I'm going to hope that it was the first. But I think this is one of the coolest projects that we got up and going here. And I'd love to expand on it even more. Oops, fell in there. And get something going on over in this direction as well. But enough of that being said, there is still stuff to be done, and we're not wrapping up just yet. So what are we doing today? Well, we are going to head back to the Twilight Forest. We've been kind of going back and forth between the Twilight Forest and things here in the overworld. And I think it's about high time that we get back there and we try to wrap some stuff up. So I am actually going to switch back out. I'm going to I'm going to hold on to our Paxel here. I'm going to take out all the Modium tools, so we're good to go. Now, there's another thing around that as well. With our Modium tools, we have been trying to go for fighting dragons and things like that. Jeez, that was extremely loud. I think I have my, yeah, set to what it normally is. That's just a very loud, very loud entrance sound there. But anywho, we've been trying to get some dragons and things like that, and in order to upgrade it to the next tier of what we want to be doing for all the mods tools that we have in our inventory, we can go to it here in JEI. I'd love to get the Paxel, and those of you who have followed along with the series for a while knew that we actually got all of our Aldemodium tools before they upgraded or updated the Aldemodium mod, so that it's a lot more difficult to get these tools going. And for this one, we do need these unobtainium Aldemodium alloy ingots, and the only way that we can do it is via the Dragon Forge, the Lightning Core from Ice and Fire, which we've been trying to get to. It's just it's hard to find dragons, and then it's I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, we get to it, and then, is it worth the input to it? So, anywho, I'm rambling on at this point. We do need our map, though. I think I put it in our backpack as well. Our magic map from the Twilight Forest, because we are going to head on and try to take on the Ghast Tower in the Dark Forest. So the last time we were here in the Twilight Forest, we took on the Hollow Knights. I'm going to get it wrong. I always mispronounce all of the bosses' names here in the Twilight Forest. I don't know why. It just is. But we could actually, we could pull up our progression here. We took on the Phantoms, the Restless Phantoms in the Knight's Tomb. And now we are heading on to take on the Tears of Fire. Touch the fiery red tears of the Ur-Ghast. And then we also have to slay the carbonite gaslings around the gas trap to activate to wrench the Ur-Ghast from the sky. So there is special ways that you can go about this. Now, the tricky thing for us is we are very, very progressed in this game. So we can fly, we have good powered tools and weapons and things like that. So these battles aren't extremely difficult for us. But there are ways that you can take this on about mid-tier game if you really, really wanted to. So here we are at the tower. As you can see, there's a lot to go through here. I am going to try to start from the base and work our way up and make some fun out of this overall, because there are a lot of cool things that we can grab from here as we progress through. Now, it is a little bit dark here. I don't know if it's possible for us to just take a little rest through the night, so we can get it into the daytime. A little bit more light here, but anywho. Yeah, so maybe we can't. It doesn't look like we can. I think we're kind of just stuck as is. And then unfortunately we can't really go to our inventory here. So we're gonna go in right here. There is no doorway here, but we're gonna try our best. I don't think there's actually a doorway. Is there a doorway at all around this? Holy smokes, it is very, very dark in here. So I'm sorry guys, that you have to see this in this situation. We have those there, but yeah, I don't believe there's actually a door on the side. So you do need to defeat that previous boss in our previous episode in the Twilight Forest in order to be able to come here and break blocks to be able to get into this tower. So we're going to do that. Let's just make a nice big... Oh, no, we could go underneath. Okay, that's what it is. It's recessed a little bit here. That's why it was looking extremely strange. Now, the tower wood planks are a special material here. If you do plan on holding on to them, I highly recommend just throwing them into your dank or some kind of accumulated storage. But yeah, as you can see here, I guess we could have come in right here, but this is just recessed into the ground. Now, these reappearing blocks are really cool. They're awesome to utilize on builds. I believe we can grab them, potentially. We're going to try here. Oh, we need an axe in order to do them. So we'll grab them. We can, and I believe we can still use them in our own builds if we really wanted to. At least in previous versions, it had been that way. Don't know if that's necessarily still the stain. Still the stain. John Stamos. All right. All right, we're getting into the main part of the tower here now. If we go to the opposite side, it's just going to lead us to a similar room like we were just in. You do want to be cautious. These will close. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they close anymore behind you. I don't think they do now. It's actually kind of surprising. The other thing that we're going to want to do is we'll probably want to get our lightning wand, because that'll help us kind of brighten up the space as we progress through here so it's not super, super dark. Now, again, when you guys are going through on your own, it'll probably be a little bit different. But here we go. We got our first little area here with some good stuff here. They got a bunch of dispensers around. I don't believe any of these have anything in it, but there is a cauldron here. Great if you want to grab that, as well as some brewing stands. Cauldrons are really good. I believe that you can actually still smelt them down if you get into Tinkerers. If I could spell, right? How do we spell it? C-A. I always mess it up. C-A-U, cauldron. Yeah, I believe we can actually smelt these down. Yeah, you can actually get 7 ingots from a cauldron, which is not too shabby at all in Tinkers, especially if it's relatively early on or if you're looking for a decent way to get some iron. Maybe not necessarily from the Twilight Forest. Holy smoke. Is there just a... What is going on? I hope that spider died because that was extremely annoying. Nope, still there. And this is going to be extremely annoying to have to go through and get rid of a bunch of stuff here as we go through. I really wish we could have a transmitter here, but the last that I saw, the transmitters were still being a little funky and cross-dimensional stuff for refined storage. We do have a damaged anvil over here, same over there. I believe you can get a couple of good iron ingots from that as well. We're going to keep moving upwards, though. As you can see, it hasn't really fully spawned in properly here. There are trees that are still kind of making their way into the actual interface here of the building, but it's not too bad. We can easily take it out. I'm going to keep hitting the wrong button every single time here. So, but anyways, with that being said, I'm going to work our way up through the tower here. We do have these pinch beetles, and unfortunately they sound like spiders, which is extremely, extremely annoying. But yeah, we got a long ways to go here, guys. Long ways to go. Hello, Mr. Enderman. But I'll meet you guys up a little bit higher in the tower. Once we fight off some of these baddies, place some lights down, and maybe find some goodies along the way. All right, guys, we've progressed just a little bit here. One thing I do want to call out, obviously we are flying around, like I mentioned a little bit earlier on. You know, we have flight, makes it super easy to kind of get up through here. We honestly could just skip to the top of the tower if we really wanted to, but where's the fun in that? But as you can see, there's a huge like parkour area that you have to make your way through here, up through this section here, and then you can finally progress on forward. Now, obviously, if you don't have any form of flight, a jetpack, or anything like that, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Now, you could use blocks to stair-step your way up. But if you're going for the true experience, you would try to parkour it all the way. Obviously, we just flew up here. I took out a bunch of enemies, but there's no reason to spend that much time doing that. Now, we did have our first chest here, and you might notice all of these red particles that are coming in here. Well, that's part of the next thing we need to get through here. So we do need to try to make our way through this maze. And it gets a little tricky here. And we're going to want to be careful. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Because when you break it, something else is going to go in its place. Oh, lordy. Okay, but we can sneak. I forgot we can go underneath. There's obviously a blaze spawner somewhere around here because it's extremely loud. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can go up. We can't do anything that way. We can go this way and then up. So it's just kind of like a little maze here. I don't know what's holding us up from going this way. Oh, I think we have to break that in order for us to go this way. But there's no way for us to go in that direction. Yeah. These blazes. I think we can go back this way. Okay, we got to make our way through this maze. All right, guys, we finally made it through that, and honestly, it wasn't that fun. So this is the anti-builder from the Twilight Virus, which kind of like, it pretty much makes it so you can't place things in certain locations. Like if I try to put a light down here, it breaks it. So we want to get rid of this, obviously, because this is going to stop us from being able to place anything. And it's also, there's also another one I'm going to guess that's a little bit farther up that's kind of adding even more to it. As you can see, there's still particle effects here. We're going to keep moving forward. Obviously, it doesn't affect these. And I've already come down this way, and I've kind of looted a little bit in here. We do have some gas tiers that I accidentally threw away. Let's grab those back. We did get a blaze spawn egg. That's always good to have. It's good to have some blazes, because I did go through up here, and I took out a lot of the blazes. It was just so freaking loud with all the blazes up here that I felt like I just needed to come through to get rid of them, clear them out a bit, so that we could actually hear ourselves think. So there we go. We made it through the maze area here, and we can keep on moving forward to this upper area. There was a blaze spawner up here. That's why it was so loud, like I was saying earlier. But we do have a couple different directions we can go in over here, and I think each one is pretty much just offering the possibility of loot for the most part. And I don't know what that necessarily does. I think it just blocks it. So if this is this way, you can't open the chest, yeah. And then you can pull it back and you can open it. I don't know what the point of that is, really. I mean, hey, it is what it is, I guess. Let's just get rid of some junk. As per usual, we'll leave it as is. I guess it would be kind of nice to... Oh, maybe... Wait, what does this do? Don't know what the point of that is, but there we go. We have a new guy right here. A new enemy for us to take on, the Carbonite Golem. Easy peasy for us. Not too shabby for us to take on. But yeah, we do have another spawner in there for them, actually, so we could actually take that bad boy out. Get rid of that. Thank you very much. We do have another guy here. We're going to take him out. We're going to keep moving up here. Like I said, yeah, like right here, we have another chest. So really just the possibility of loot, and that's not really what I wanted to do there, but we did pick up some good stuff. We did get some redstone lamps. It's always good to have. I mean, we obviously could make them on our own, but if you get them for free, why not take them? So, all right, a couple different ways for us to go here. Again, in this one specific tower, there's a lot to explore here. There's a lot of possibilities for loot. I'm sure this is relatively dark. We are going up through the clouds here. I don't think we can actually do anything. I think we could put that there and then turn that light on, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we do have our clouds here that are kind of rolling in. But we are getting pretty high to the top, and there's not really much more for us to do. There is another chest up here. Obviously, you would have to build your way up to this point in order to get to it. But, you know, probably is worth it. What do we have here? Experiment 115. Interesting. Well, we'll have to hold on to that. I don't have any space to actually, or I don't have any hunger right now. We're fully saturated and full, so no reason for us to be going off and taking it on. But yeah, that was just one of these towers. As you can see, there are many different ones, including the main one that we can go through. But I'm not gonna spend a ton of time. I might spend a little bit of time here going through each one and just taking out some stuff and trying to find some good things. You can find some good loot here, as I have shown. But yeah, it's just really up to you to take the time to go through and do it. And for us, I mean, why should we? What is the point, other than getting this tower key? That tower key is actually extremely useful for us to grab here. And we're going to get rid of some of the stuffs. We really don't need any of that on us. And we're going to grab these steel leaf things because we have been accumulating them. We do have an efficiency, some glowstone. Man, nothing too crazy there, so should get some light in here, though. All right, guys, so I'm going to keep going through. I'll try to collect a few things, and then we're going to try to take on the boss. All right, guys, so I came across actually a pretty cool parkour area for you to go through. I figured I would show it here on camera before we try to get over to the boss here. So basically, you got to work your way up through here, and it does it by having these blocks kind of generate. Now, you can have it go different directions. Like, for example, if we click this one on here, it's going to go out this way, just like so. And then it does go down, which is very, very cool. But then, as you can see, they eventually start dissipating as the lever is then turned off. Really, really cool. Same thing if we come up here. It's just really, really cool. And I think it might switch depending on what side you put things on. We're going to try it here. Let's grab this lever. And then if I put it on this side, does it change it? I don't think it does. It's just really cool. Really, really cool parkour area for you to go through if you are obviously into that. But for us, we have flight. So it doesn't too much matter to us. We do have a really cool thing here, which is the Carbonite reactor. And we do need to instigate these for us to kick things off. So we just want all of these redstone blocks to go in, which is pretty easy peasy to do, just like so. And then finally, the last one goes in there. And you do get this awesome blocks going, but kind of gives it away right off the bat. It's all false blocks. And then you are going to want to back up a little bit because it does take out a decent amount of space. And there we go right there. We did get these guys to spawn in. The Carbonite gas slings. And you're going to want to take these guys out. Now, a really good bow and arrow would be suiting you extremely well in this case scenario. You know, we actually do have a good bow and arrow we could utilize. So let's actually grab that out of our setup here. Let's get rid of some stuff here. This does drop a whole heck of a lot of things when it does destroy part of the landscaping there. Let's get rid of this. Blaze rods are always good to have. We really don't need that bread. I don't need fireflies. We'll hold on to the gas tiers, but let's go into our backpack here. Now, I don't think we really need, well, we might need our axe. And we might need that. I don't think we need our shovel currently. We actually don't even need, it has looting on it. I feel like looting would be extremely useful for us to have. But we do have our vibranium bow here, which is from very, very early on in our series. Now, the one thing we are missing, you might notice, we don't have arrows. So we'll have to try to keep an eye out for some arrows. We do have some redstone here. No reactor core, but that is what we are on the hunt for, is reactor cores. Holy smokes, we got the big hoss here. The Ur-Ghast spawning in. Jeez. Can I get rid of my camera real quick? I'd love to get this guy for our thumbnail. All right, come back here, my guy. This is very weird where I don't have a camera. All right, that should work just fine. It's just one of those things. It's like we really wouldn't be able to get him that well unless we had our camera off and got it in the moment, like so. Now, as you can see, he's kind of far away, so the whole point of going to the reactors is trying to activate these traps. So you can do these traps, I believe. And then we can pull them closer in around the gas trap and activate to wrench the Ur-Ghast from the sky. Okay. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. No, is that a no? Is that not working? Holy smokes, you do want to be careful, guys. As you saw right there, we almost fell. I think there's another one over here. Okay. It's beeping. So there's one there, one there. Is there one over here? Aha! Boots and cats and boots and cats. Okay, this is the one to go to first. Holy smokes, is that loud? My ears, RIP. Okay, so it pulls him in a little bit closer so you can actually take him on. Now, again, guys, for us, like, it's going to be a one-hit kill when we take him out. So, but as you can see, there's another one that's blinking over here. I don't know if it's worth it. Fair warning to those using headphones, it's going to be extremely loud. Jeez Louise. All right. So we got that one, and then there's one other one, I believe, maybe actually two more. So there's that one. We got one that was over there, or that one there. There's this one over here, I believe, as well that we could take out. But again, guys, and there's all those right there for that one. I mean, I guess we could keep going through. Let me do the last two. I'm going to cut away, though, so you guys don't have to hear that horrible, god-awful noise. All right, guys, I went through. I did all four of them. It just then starts repeating, so this one is going off again. You can see those little guys down there. For us, we're just going to take them out. I don't know where his hitbox is, though. Kind of the difficult thing, or do we have to bring... Oh, no, there we go. We got him. Easy peasy. All said and done, I'm not even going to bother with those guys because it's going to make such a god-awful noise when we do take those out. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for taking on the tower. We got him defeated. We did get the epic shader grab bag here from Immersive Engineering. I believe we could just open it up. Gives us a random one. We got the Luscious Natura Hold Shift. And from Immersive Engineering, it'll show what you can apply it to. I don't know why it's like raining without raining here. It's getting really weird. This is a very strange episode. I'm not gonna lie. We unfortunately didn't get an arrow to utilize, as you guys can see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the tower. From here, we can move on to the next thing. As you can see, we took both of those out. And then we do also have Mystery Meat. That is the Experiment 115 that we picked up. Unfortunately, we just don't. We're too saturated currently to be able to actually try it out. Now, the other thing that we could grab here, which I believe, oh, that's our normal map. I don't need that. I want our Twilight Forest map, as we could see where we are going to head to next to try to take on our next enemy. Now, it doesn't really seem like there is one close by. We do have the snow one that we could go and take on. I believe we could take on the Snow Queen, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, defeat the Snow Queen, but we do need to take on some Alpha Yetis first, and you can see that they are marked all over in that cold area on the left-hand side of our map there. So we'll head in that direction. We could always take on a couple of Yetis to round out the episode as well. I think the Twilight Forest is really cool. I don't feel like too much has changed for this version, to be completely honest. Ooh, we got these guys over here, these rams of different colors. There is ways that you can get a specific boss one, so I want to keep on the lookout for that. But yeah, I don't feel like too much has really changed for the Twilight Forest in this more recent update, but nonetheless, it is always a fun time to go through and do some exploration. Highly would recommend probably getting into it sooner rather than later. Again, I mentioned it several times as we've been in here. It's a little bit, well, it's extremely easy if you are at the state that we're at. We can pretty much one-hit everything, and there's no real reason to put forth more effort into it. But as you can see, the snowy area isn't as dense anymore with snow, so we could easily come in here and we could take on some Yetis. So as you can see from the map, we do have like just these little white lumps looking all over and the 4 points of the snowy biome here, and those are your Yetis that you could take out. I don't want to get rid of that. We don't need yellow wool. We don't need that. We don't need that. I guess I'll hold on to that. We don't need that. But yep, all our Yetis are going to be in here. And I guess we could take on one of them. Yeah, let's take on one. Why not? We got some time here before we wrap out the episode. We are just going to want to make sure that it's relatively bright in here. So I'm going to try to place some lights. Got to be cautious and you know, caring for the YouTube entertainments, you know. So we'll get some good lights placed down all over through here. Maybe even get some in the ceilings. Just like so. And once we get close enough to that spawner, you guys might see there, it's actually going to start spawning in our Yeti. So let's get close here, and let's just take this guy on. There he is, the Alpha Yeti. He's just going right for it. But it's going to be a one-hit KO. Once again, our sword is just OP as all heck. I mean, even our Paxel is OP. Like, let's be completely real with ourselves here. This is actually really cool. Like, a snowy... What was that? Was that... Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff on us. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on a second. All right, geez, guys. We had so much stuff being picked up by our magnet that when we tried to touch down in the water, it was just creating a weird sound effect. But yeah, we did get a good amount of things from that. So we do have some ice bombs, which are pretty cool. We did also pick up some just miscellaneous junk that I've been trying to sift through. We did get our Arctic fur and our Alpha Yeti fur. These are pretty cool. You could actually make some cool equipment from it, which is kind of what our goal is ultimately going to be here, is collecting a lot of the unique armors from the Twilight Forest, I should say. So we'll get that put away, and I'm going to bring you guys on upstairs to show you what we have thus far. Of course, it is even raining here, but I think I do have a bed up here, so we could just quickly sleep through all this. You're going to get a sneak peek of things. Sleep at night or during thunderstorms. What are we, in the day? Of course, it just switches over as we get back. That's how it always is, right? But yeah, this is our little Twilight Forest area thus far. We actually, you know what I'm realizing? We did get a head from our Yeti at all, which I don't know if that is a thing. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like you could actually get a Yeti head. That's a little bit unfortunate. I would have loved to have one to place on these pedestals here. But yeah, we've been kind of slowly building this out. We do have our different armors here, so all the different ones, which is pretty cool. Some of the stuff from the last episode as well, and then adding in some of the unique weaponry as well. That's why I've been trying to pick up a lot of the materials from the Twilight Forest so we could keep building this out and have this just be our whole entire Twilight setup with all of our cool rewards that we get from here. So, but anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. A little bit off episode, I'll say. I feel like we kind of rushed through things and a lot happened, but even though we didn't really do a lot, there was a lot that went on. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys have to let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling about things. I feel like it kind of takes part of the fun out of it that we are a little bit more overpowered, like I've been talking on quite a bit through the episode, but I'm still enjoying it. I do love the Twilight Forest, but maybe a little bit earlier on would have made a little more sense, but it wasn't added in until recently when we were already kind of to that higher tier. So maybe a new mod pack in the future, just so we can start fresh and kind of work our way through it as the 1.16 packs are slowly getting upgraded with more and more mods. It'd be pretty cool. But again, that'll be for another day. If you are new here, you do want to follow along, definitely hit that subscribe button and bell notification and let you know every single time a new episode is posted here on the channel. I do stream over on Twitch. If you're interested in catching a live stream, the link is in the description down below. We typically stream on Mondays and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, between 4:30 and about 5, just somewhere in that time frame, we'll try to go live. Other than that, I think that's going to about do it. We do have a community Discord set up as well. Link in the description down below if you do want to keep up to date with the channel. So feel free to check that out if you would like. But other than that, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it so very much. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Take it easy.